This email is about a spring breaker who used her college tuition to go on spring break and now doesn't know what to do. Abby has the email.
I made a decision recently that I'm now regretting. Instead of using the money my parents gave me for tuition, I decided to go on spring break to Cancun. Stupid.
Yeah, that wasn't smart.
I was having serious FOMO listening to all my friends plan this trip that I made an impulsive decision and booked a last-minute flight and joined a friend in their hotel room. I'm supposed to make monthly payments to the registrar for my tuition fees. I thought I could pick up some extra shifts at work to cover the costs, but I'm coming up way short. There's no way I'm going to have enough money to pay for the month of April. I'm considering two options, and both of them suck. Option one is opening up a credit card to get a cash advance. It'd be a quick fix, but I'm worried it'll take me forever to pay off, and I could end up in even more debt. Option two is coming clean to my parents about what happened. It's the honest approach, but they're going to be livid that I mismanaged the money. Even the idea of telling them makes my stomach turn. I know I shouldn't have gone, but I had the best time. In the moment, it was totally worth it. What do you think I should do? Thanks, Camilla.
All right, Mo, you're in her situation. What do you do?
I think you made your bed. You got to lay in it. If you want to be a man at night, you got to be a man in the morning, as they say. And I think this is one of those situations. So, I mean, instead of going to the credit card route, what I would do is go to my parents and just own it. I would own it. I messed up. I know I messed up. I need the money, and I would find a way to, whether it's picking up a job here or there or whatever you got to do to pay your parents back and ensure them that you will pay them back, because to me, that's the only way you can be responsible in trying to fix your mistake.
Option two is the only way, because I'm assuming if you're going to your parents for more money, they probably have the ability to pay for it. You would know whether or not your parents are kind of like, oh, this was it. Yeah. So I would go to your parents and say, look, I messed up. I did something stupid. It's just the month of April. Can you put me on a payment plan? I'll even pay interest. I would rather pay you guys than some stupid credit card company and potentially get into even more debt. I would like to think that most parents are going to be really understanding about this, because we've all made dumb decisions. I'm sure your parents did something stupid when they were your age too. So go in with humility, ask them to put you on a payment plan, and just, be real sweet about it.
Yeah, this is going to be a sweep. This is going to be unanimous. I got myself into a little bit of credit card debt back in the day in my early 20s, and I had to go hit up the Bank of Dad, and he loaned me the money so I could pay off the credit card, and then I paid him back every single month. Bank of Dad had incredible interest rates. They were 0. So I paid, and it took me a couple years, but every single month I wrote him a check, and then finally I got to write him the very last check, and I paid off that entire thing. So yeah, while he was slightly disappointed, but I remember that he much rather, the more responsible thing was telling him and letting him pay me, and then I could pay him back with no stupid 24% APR, whatever. I think that's going to show maturity and growth by doing that. Yeah, it's gonna suck, and having to admit that you made a mistake and to come clean. But in the end, that's going to be the smart thing to do.
I wish I had that concept when I was younger, that your parents, like Abby said, were once young as well. Like, they typically will understand if you go to them with openness and honesty.
You always think if you're going to dodge it, like, oh, I'm going to outsmart them, they'll never catch me. But honestly, I think your parents in some way actually respect you more when you come forward with your mistakes, because in some way, A, they feel like you respect them. And B, I think it also kind of affirms the fact that, like, oh, we have a relationship to where you felt somewhat comfortable coming to me with these problems.
The Bert Show.